Yes, brothers and sisters, I hope everybody's well. I just thought I'd come on and have a bit of a chin wag. My head hasn't been in the best place the last couple of days. I made a Father's Day video yesterday, and what I never said about Father's Days, my dad died on a Father's Day, June 1988. It was the 19th that year, which is today. But it was a Father's Day nevertheless. And so I always get them mixed emotions on Father's Day, and very mixed, unbalanced and unsettled, in the way that I feel incredibly blessed, and incredibly grateful, especially on Father's Day when I get all these gifts and the making of these TikTok videos, and my daughter's made this like collage of pictures at a meal with my son and a gym session with my son, and a lot of feelings of gratitude and, like I say, incredibly blessed. And then I can't help these other feelings coming in, what are there every year, like a sense of abandonment, which I've felt probably most of my life. Like so desperately wanting to know my dad, who, I can't really remember, if I'm honest. I have one memory of him. And listen, I try my best to think of the bright side, and, I've outlived my dad by 11 years. I'm 11 years older than he ever was. He was a young man when he died at 27. And I try and look at the bright side, and see things for the better. But very mixed emotions on Father's Day for me. And then I looked at some comment this morning, someone I haven't seen for a little while, this Scotty Lockhart thing. And I remember this creature, right, for lack of a better word, put this information out there, where he got it, I don't know, probably the same place he gets the rest of his fabricated, fictitious information. So he sees this comment and it just reignited all this anger and resentment that I've got for this thing, which I bury deep, by the way. These feelings, I bury them deep down, and they don't surface all the time because I have to get them out the way, because I've got a life to get on with, a beautiful life to get on with, but I couldn't help when I read that, it all just surfaced. And I got that bit between my teeth, and I was just like, I got that angry feeling, now them old thoughts come back, I was really wanting to get into gear, and I've meditated on it, I've prayed to it, I've prayed about it, and it's like, yeah, but that's the measure of this thing, not only bringing a family into it that never had anything to do with the chew between me and him. Scotty Lockhart was a good friend of my dad's. They'd done a lot of prison together. They were partners in crime. And then this thing out of nowhere suggests and tries to put it out there that Scotty was my dad. And, what a disrespect actually to my dad, who's been in the ground for some 36 years. My dad, James Peter Christie. But not only a disrespect to my dad and a disrespect to Scotty Lockhart, but, like trying to question and cast doubt on my legitimacy. And like I say, it did reignite all these feelings, which no doubt I'll be put to bed over the next day or so because I've got a life to get on with. I'm halfway through my step 4 and I'm on my resentments, and it just feels like I could write forever, but obviously this is part of the programme and part of the process, and it's necessary, and I will get there. I'm work in progress. We all are. But and that's where I was. That's where I am, I suppose, at the minute. I need to continue to do a bit of work on myself, because I'm only human. I'm only a person, and I have to be honest. Really wanted to dismantle that individual today, the way I was feeling. And on that note, if this rematch ever happens, which I'm not pushing for, but if it ever happens, you can bet your bottom dollar on one thing. I will physically dismantle that man. And it'll be one-way traffic. And one of them days today when I just wish it was happening right now. But it'll pass. It'll pass. And I'll get on with the beautiful life which I have. Anyways, I think I'm done. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye for now, brothers and sisters.